Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Brooklyn Sage, and today I will be breaking down my brand new album, The Consequences of Staying Inside. So originally, the name of the project came from me and my homie Jazeel. Shout out Jazeel. We created this beat tape back in like June or like May of last year, and they're all fire beats. They're all gonna come out eventually, but they're super fire. And we were coming up with like a name for the album, and The Consequences of Staying In. We're both like very much like introverted guys, and our thing is like we love to like let's talk more product, like my motto, and we like to just let our work speak for itself. You know, there's not a lot of talking that needs to be done when you create amazing pieces of art.
So what was your inspiration behind making this album?
So basically, I used to do this little treatment thing back last year where I would make a song a day, and I would just do that for like 2 to 3 months, and I would just rack up a bunch of songs. I was going to do that at the beginning of the year of 2024, but you know, personal life and everything kind of gets in your way, and we was also just coming off of the whole Lindsay project with Kian and stuff like that. So taking that toll of the time and just like, I guess, trying to relax and trying new things. I just recently got this new MPC, so I was playing around with that a lot and just trying to figure out those projects. I miss being in that space of just creating music, man. Like truly, like this is my first love and my only one, you know. I love just waking up and just being excited to make a new record, whatever, and not knowing what the fuck I'm trying to make, but just knowing like, yo, I'm just gonna make something and it's gonna be great. In the middle of May, June time, I decided to get back onto that regimen of just like waking up, making a song a day, going for a walk, listening to it, you know, tweaking it here and there, and just, you know, kind of just getting back into making great music.
All right, so describe your process of like making a record, like from the beats to the vocals to like everything else.
So usually what happens, it's very rare that I ever write first. I might come up with like a couple of bars here and there, but it's usually like I write to production. So I get my keyboards, I load up some sounds. I always start with melody. I know a lot of producers start with like the drums first to find the groove. I'm a very like melody heavy guy, so I love doing melodies. So I'll find some chords or like some secondary melodies, some sort of like groove that I can find, and then from there I work on the drums. I got a lot of dope packs. I can't share what types of packs I got, but I got tons of different like drum packs that I choose from, and just like programming, finding the best sound selection of drums, finding kicks, snares, all that. Yeah, and I'll make the beat, I'll arrange everything, and then from the arrangement, I'll go in and then I'll start writing. And the way that I write is, it's a little different from how a lot of other people write. When people write, they usually like loop the beat and they just like write and they just keep writing, doing their thing. How I write, bro, I'll write one line, stop the beat, play from the beginning, read the line, see if it works. Think of another line, stop the beat, run it back, do the 2 lines. Think of 2 or 3 other lines, stop the beat, run it back, do the whole thing. And basically like with that repetition, I'm able to catch the flows, catch the wording, make sure that everything works coherently. So when I have that, I'll finally bounce the beat. I'll open up a new session in Ableton, and I'll just like record off of the microphone. Recording probably takes like, depending on how well rehearsed I am and how I write, probably an hour or 2. If I'm coming up with melodies, it might take a little bit longer, but a whole song probably from start to finish and inspiration and everything probably takes like 6 or 7, 8 hours. Like it's truly like a whole day of work. Like the same way that when you go to your job and you work your 8-hour shift, it's the same thing. Like I'm working an 8-hour shift. Starts from like 12 and goes to 8, maybe 9, 10. It really depends on how long the record takes, but yeah. I think the takeaway of this project is just like being yourself and never being afraid to, you know, show your true emotions, because specifically with this record, I feel like this is like where I start to share like way more stories and, you know, whether if it's about love or about like my life and the come up and things like that. And I think just being true to yourself and creating something that's real to you and not trying to copy other people's styles and doing all types of things. I just really want people to like kind of hear my story and truly just appreciate the art for what it is and understand every aspect of like, oh, like he made his vocals like this, or the beat production is, you know, bumping like this, or why are the vocals so low in this one. Like, I want you to understand the true intentions of every record. I want you to hear every bar. I want you to hear every line of the record. I want you to hear the melodies and really dissect and be like, wow, like every story, every song has some sort of substance to it.